Mattithyahu chapter 22. And Yahushua responded and spoke to them again by parables, and said, The reign of the heavens is like a man, a sovereign, who made a wedding feast for his son, and sent out his servants to call those who were invited to the wedding feast, but they would not come. Again he sent out other servants, saying, Say to those who are invited, See, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and fatted cattle are slaughtered, and all is ready, come to the wedding feast. But they disregarded it, and went their way, this one to his field, that one to his trade. And the rest, having seized his servants, insulted and killed them. But when the sovereign heard, he was wroth, and sent out his soldiers, destroyed those murderers, and set their city on fire. Then he said to his servants, The wedding feast indeed is ready, but those who were invited were not worthy. Therefore go into the street corners, and as many as you find, invite to the wedding feast. And those servants went out into the street corners, and gathered all whom they found, both wicked and good, and the wedding hall was filled with guests. And when the sovereign came in to view the guests, he saw there a man who had not put on a wedding garment. And he said to him, Friend, how did you come in here not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then the sovereign said to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, take him away, and throw him out into the outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen. Then the Pharisees went and plotted how to trap him in his words. And they sent to him their taught ones with the Herodians, saying, Teacher, we know that you are true, and teach the way of Elohim in truth, and it does not concern you about anyone, for you are not partial to any man. Then say to us, What do you think? Is it right to pay taxes to Caesar or not? But knowing their wickedness, Yahushua said, Why do you try me, you hypocrites? Show me the coin of the tax. And they brought him a denarius. And he said to them, Whose likeness and inscription is this? They said to him, Caesar's. And he said to them, Then give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to Elohim what is Elohim's. And having heard, they marveled, and left him, and went away. On that day Sadducees, who say there is no resurrection, came to him, and asked him, saying, Teacher, Moshe said that if anyone should die, having no children, his brother shall marry his wife, and raise offspring for his brother. And there were with us 7 brothers, and the first died after he had married, and having no children, left his wife to his brother. In the same way the second also, and the third unto the 7th. And last of all, the woman died too. At the resurrection then, whose wife of the 7 shall she be? For all had her. And Yahushua answering said to them, You go astray, not knowing the Scriptures, nor the power of Elohim. For in the resurrection they do not marry, nor are they given in marriage, but are as messengers of Elohim in heaven. And concerning the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what was spoken to you by Elohim, saying, I am the Elohim of Abraham, and the Elohim of Yitzchak, and the Elohim of Yaakov. Elohim is not the Elohim of the dead, but of the living. And when the crowds heard, they were astonished at his teaching. But the Pharisees, having heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, were gathered together. And one of them, one learned in the Torah, did question, trying him, and saying, Teacher, which is the great command in the Torah? And Yahushua said to him, You shall love Yahweh your Elohim with all your heart, and with all your being, and with all your mind. This is the first and great command. And the second is like it, You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these 2 commands hang all the Torah and the prophets. And when the Pharisees were gathered together, Yahushua asked them, saying, What do you think concerning the Messiah? Whose son is he? They said to him, The son of David. He said to them, Then how does David in the Spirit call him Master, saying, Yahweh said to my Master, Sit at my right hand, until I make your enemies a footstool of your feet. If then David calls him Master, how is he his son? And no one was able to answer him a word, and from that day on no one was bold enough to ask him any more questions.